Hello, today I'm at Loch Muick on the Balmoral estate in Aberdeenshire. I'm going to be taking a 3-mile walk up the loch and I'll be spending the night in a bothy built by Queen Victoria. I'm also going to do a bit of fancy cooking. This is going to be a good one. Welcome to Glas Allt Shiel Bothy. It's very grand, isn't it? The actual bothy's just an old coal house round the back. This is where Queen Victoria retreated to when her husband died. She loved it here. It was built in 1860, I think it was. It's still owned by the King now. But as you can see, it's all boarded up, unfortunately. I'm surprised they haven't moved Prince Andrew in here and kept it boarded up. We're going to have a look in the bothy, see if anyone's about. The bothy itself is the 5th door up here. It's got a Mountain Bothies Association sign on the door. There's nobody here. It's quite cosy as far as bothies go. A couple of bunks, a table, wood burning stove, some fancy candle holders, and an upstairs, which is unusual in bothies. Not a lot of them have an upstairs. Someone's left a balloon. And then we've got a sleeping quarter here. I was actually here 10 days ago and I slept up here. There was 7 of us in here, I think. For lunch today, I'm just going to have some pita breads with feta, tomatoes, spring onion and some lemon salad dressing. Just something nice and light because it's warm. I've got my Trangia Mini with me and I'm using bioethanol gel. It's the first time I've used the Mini, so we'll see how we get on with it. Oh, hello. A little chaffinch here kicking about. Hi. Don't go near that, it's on fire. Yeah. I'm using the pan from my larger Trangia because it won't fit 2 pita breads in it. This is going to be quite simple, it's just chopping things up.
So I've now got my tomatoes, spring onion and feta all chopped up. I have some lemon juice and olive oil. Which I'll just drizzle over it. And I have some oregano. And we just fill a pita bread with your salad mix. Right, let's see how these are. They look good. That took next to no time at all to make. You could probably do it without toasting the pita breads, but it's a bit nicer when they're a bit crispier. Good boy. That was a really lovely lunch. I enjoy that combination of feta, tomatoes and spring onion. It's good. Perfect on a warm day like today, and if you fancy a change from sandwiches. It's also my first time using the Trangia Mini, which is new. So it comes with a windshield, a mess burner or a solid fuel burner that I've got here, a tiny little pot, and an even tinier one-person frying pan. You'd be lucky to get 4 sausages in there, I think, but it'll be interesting to see what I can do with it. Like all Trangia products, they just work, and it stacks together really neatly. Everything just gets held in place. It's got little grooves. And that's it. Hardly takes up any room. Really light. Perfect for one person. As I say, it might be a bit challenging to cook some fancier things on, but I'll find out later when I'm cooking venison. Right, we've got a couple of hours of daylight to go, so I'm going to explore the loch a little bit more and have a walk about, see what I can find.
So that was a nice walk out the back of the Bothy. There's some sort of burns and small waterfalls. There's a much larger waterfall about a mile further down the loch, but I'm not going there today. There's a lot of wildlife here. Red deer, squirrels, frogs, lots of birds. There's wagtails, willow warblers, chaffinches. Seen quite a few things today. There's also 5 Munros around the Bothy. So a lot of people use the Bothy as like a base camp to go to then walk up the Munros. There's a lot of trails. It's an interesting part of the world to come to.
For tonight's dinner, I'm making venison salad with spinach, feta and beetroot. This will be my first time cooking proper dinner on my Trangia Mini, but there's not much cooking involved really, it's just the venison. So we'll start off with toasting some pine nuts. I've never taken pine nuts camping before. This will be interesting. So we've got a bit of oil in the pan, and then we go in with a venison steak. Some salt and pepper. And this only needs 4 minutes each side, but I don't know how quickly that'll cook on the Trangia Mini, so we'll find out. While the venison is cooking, I'm going to cut up some beetroot. This is fresh beetroot. It comes vacuum packed. It's not pickled, so it's quite sweet and earthy. I wouldn't use pickled beetroot for this. It's not quite the same. It's not as good. And finally, we cut up some feta cheese. Again, into just little cubes. The feta and the beetroot go really well together. The salty creaminess of the feta and the earthy sweetness of the beetroot, they combine really well. I'll have a nice bamboo serving plate here. So onto that, I'm going to put a handful of baby spinach. I always drop one. Some lemon juice and olive oil. Our beetroot. And the feta. Pine nuts from earlier. And I'll finish it off with some balsamic drizzle. That looks like the venison's about done. We'll just slice the venison into thin slices. If I've done it right, it should still be red in the middle. It is. But only just. And there we have venison salad with beetroot and feta. Cooked on a Trangia Mini in about 10 minutes. We don't eat enough venison in Scotland. We've actually got too many deer. But we just don't eat it. I'm pretty sure the film Bambi ruined venison for everyone, for generations. That's so good. I've had worse dinners than this in restaurants. I certainly can't think of a more picturesque place I've had dinner. And I'm the only person here. That beetroot and feta is so good. They complement each other really well. Right, I'm going to go and finish the rest of this and enjoy the solitude and the peace and quiet and the stunning scenery. I think this is the most Scottish I've ever felt. Scotland's a great country. Look at it. Alright, I'll get this finished, wash up, and then we'll get the fire on and settle in for a cosy night.
I really enjoyed that dinner. I think that might be one of the best camping meals I've ever made. Really simple. It looks good though. It tastes fantastic. I've got the fire on, a couple of candles on the go, settling in for a cosy night. I'm still the only person here, but I quite like that now. Solitude's good for you once in a while, isn't it? Caveman TV, a cup of coffee, and a Kit Kat. The art of doing nothing is vastly underrated, isn't it?
Good morning. I slept really well in the bothy. It was nice and warm. Still the only person there, so it was nice and quiet as well. It was nice. So I've packed up my stuff, cleaned the bothy out, swept the floor, cleaned the fire out. I'm going to make a bit of breakfast and then I'll head off. For breakfast today, I'm making tarragon mushrooms on toast. It's an absolutely wonderful day. It's beautiful here.
Every time I set up to cook, this little fella appears. I think he's spotted I've got bread.
I'm just going to start off by frying some bread, just in oil. And while the bread is cooking, I'm going to cut up some chestnut mushrooms, just into slices. Put a bit of oil into the mushrooms. And some salt and pepper. I've also got some garlic. Which I'll just chop up and add the garlic to the mushrooms. Add some butter. When your toast is to the level that you like it, then just take it off. And we'll put the mushrooms on. Here I've got some tarragon. And I'll add in some creme fraiche. You can use double cream. You could use oat milk, oat cream, if you wanted to make it vegan. And we'll just pour the mushrooms over your toast. And I'll just put a little bit more tarragon over the top. And there we have tarragon mushrooms on toast. Oh, that's good. The tarragon is really nice in there. I like tarragon and mushrooms. It's a good breakfast. Right, that was a lovely breakfast. I enjoyed that. It's been a really good camp, this one. What a beautiful place. I can see why Queen Victoria loved it so much. It's just serene and peaceful. It's been a good one. The Mountain Bothies Association are run by volunteers who look after these places. There's dozens of them all over Scotland, so I'll put a link to them in the description. You can see where they all are. They're usually on hill walking routes. I like bothies, they're good fun. Right, that's me all packed. Time to get home, so thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please do, I appreciate it. And I'll catch you later. Bye for now.